Whatever it takes.
Speaking of all jokes aside, I have gotten to the bottom of the Wings Redemption nonsense that's been going on.
At long last.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Demystify this.
I had to talk to so many people to get to the bottom of this nonsense. And like when you hear like what's actually happened here, you're going to like shake your head like, what the fuck? Like, who's the good guy and who's the bad guy? And the answer is there probably aren't any real good guys here, but except for us right here.
Always.
Yeah, clearly the PKA crew.
So I do want to apologize to like whoever I just referred to you guys as internet guys, but I guess it's like Wing Tings and that crowd over there.
Sean Ranklin.
You guys did not edit that video in a way for it to be misleading. That guy is a liar. I trusted that gentleman Wings friend who was I need to start at the beginning. I need to start at the beginning.
Yeah.
Wings is being accused of doing something sexual to his sister by a longtime family friend. Someone Wings has known in real life is accusing Wings of this, saying that through hearsay, mind you, he's saying that he heard this, that, and the other, that Wings did something to his sister, and that's why all these other little things fell into place. And so it's like brought up this huge thing. And so Wings is like, bullshit, bro. Come to my house, sit next to me in a fucking chair and answer for what you said about me on the internet to these people. And so the guy does so, sits there next to Wings in a chair, and denies it all. I didn't say that. No, they took what I said about someone else. They edited into here. They clipped and copy pasted. And I couldn't imagine a scenario in which this guy is sitting next to Wings lying to his face about things that are easily disproved. I couldn't imagine that to be a thing.
That somebody would lie to Wings?
No, that someone would lie about something so easily disproved right next to Wings to his face, because 5 minutes later, the people are like, actually, here's the 4-hour interview, all unedited. And here's you, like, you know how like pulling something out of context works, right?
Yeah.
Like in a bombastic moment, you could be saying something ridiculous and you like plug that into another sentence and all of a sudden you look like Hitler or something like that. These are full sentences where he's mentioning people by name and like mentioning dates and stuff. He's like, this person's mom said this to my mom about this person. And it's name, first names of all these people. This guy is, this is Wings' longtime real life friend, really a friend of Wings' brother. They grew up together, elementary school and shit. What it really seems like is Wings used to like bully this guy as a kid or something like that, or maybe when they worked at Domino's together, because they worked together as like teenagers at a Domino's for like a good period of time. These guys know each other,
so they were friends for a while. Okay,
yes. Sorry, and this grown-ass man approached like the investigators from the internet, is like spamming their inboxes on Discord with these paragraphs of like, hey, I'm this guy, I know this about Wings and that about Wings, and I know I grew up with him, and I know his brother, and I know his sister. What a fucking
loser!
Like he's and like finally he says something like, and I know something no one knows about his sister, and it's that moment where they stop ignoring him.
And the guy desperate for attention, willing to say
the guy who's desperate for attention and like trying to hurt Wings, I guess for some reason, says this, and so that gets their attention, right? They're like, all right, wait, what the fuck? And so for 4 hours, they sit and have a recorded conversation with this guy where they told him it was being recorded, mind you. Don't let him fucking slip out of that one either. Here's the thing that nobody wants to say, because whenever like this guy, I don't know his real fucking name and I don't want to, the guy who grew up with Wings, whenever he's like talks about what Wings supposedly did, he's like, oh yeah, they said he did some. And then he gets quiet, like it's too dirty to say, right? Like, oh, I'm here to talk about child molestation, but it's too dirty for me to say the things Wings did.
Lying and implying.
It's like, lead with the fucking story, bro. What the fuck did he do? What the fuck did he do? He said something. What did he say? Wings at one point, being the uncouth motherfucker he is, said to his sister, hey, you've got some feminine odor that you need to take care of. That hurt her feelings. She told mom. The mom was like, hey, you can't say that. And he's like, we're all living here together and it smells. All right, boys, that is it. That is it.
That's what he did.
Wings said somebody's pussy stank, and everybody's too embarrassed to fucking say it. So everyone's minds run rampant. Like, oh my God, can you imagine the positions and the contraptions they must use? Like
the whole thing was him saying like, hey, your vagina's kind of rough right now. We would love that summer fresh. Get some we get some midnight summer's eve, whatever the fuck that brand is.
It's like a young girl's on her period and she doesn't quite have feminine hygiene maybe worked out. Or look, I don't have a vagina myself. Like maybe sometimes there's just nothing you can do about that bad boy. All right. I don't know. Maybe sometimes they just are unruly. All right.
Yeah. Being a guy rocks.
I've had swamp. Maybe it's just like a case of swamp ass you can't get away from. I just don't know.
That's what I imagine.
Yeah. So
basically, Wings was defending the hygiene of his home.
Okay, that's unbelievable in and of itself.
So look,
like, how bad do you have to smell before Wings says you smell?
Now look.
Kyle will tell you. Wings. Apparently, I've never met him, but apparently he smells very nice.
Really?
No. That's something that Wings put forward.
That's the thing that I stick to. No, that's a Woody thing. I went on this. I forget what it's called. Alki David flew us out to Beverly Hills.
Millionaire Bash thing?
Yeah, something.
Oh, dude, I skipped that one. I heard that one was weird as fuck.
Yeah, you heard right. But I was around Wings for a weekend plus. The man smells good. Don't let anyone tell you Wings smells bad. The guy's got it on lockdown, or at least he did that weekend.
You know, things come in streaks, I guess. You know, there was this one time when, like, every time I would walk past the kitchen, I would throw my Coke can, like, not even trying, right fucking in. Odds had to be 1 in 100 that I hit it. Yeah. Like all day long, I was hitting it. That's how Wings smelling nice for you is. He just hit it all weekend long somehow. Somehow he did not perspire, or maybe only use me blade was sneaking up behind him with some axe. I don't know. But
in fairness, when you were around him, Kyle, it was the boot camp. He's gonna be sweat. If I was doing Kyle FPS boot camp and it's me, I'm gonna smell like dog shit because I'm gonna be pushing tires over and running around in the yard in Georgia.
You know, when you force me into a corner like this, I have to give anecdotal evidence and just tell you that he smelled so bad that we wouldn't go out with him, and we forced him to bathe one time. I was like hinting at it, like, yeah, I'm gonna take a shower, and then
let's all take showers.
Yeah. One of the things that's like, hey, I'm gonna hop in the shower in like 10, or do you want to get in now before me? I don't want to use a ball of hot water. You know, you do one of those things to politely nudge, but at the core of that, what I just said is like, we're all taking baths before we go out. What order would you like your bath to be? It wasn't, would you like a bath, sir? It's like when you're selling a car. What color do you want your car? Not, do you want a car? You know?
And he's like, no. And you're like, oh, I insist. You have to feel the water pressure.
Insist didn't cut it because he said, no, I'm good, brah. And so I said, you stinky motherfucker, take a shower or I won't go. And so that got it done. You had to be direct like that. And I know now that Wings appreciates that kind of directness. When you come right at someone and say, hey, you smell bad, fix it. Okay?
Yeah.
Because that's
some people need that. Some people really just need to be straight up told you can't dance around it.
But look, to Wings' weird fucking real life friend who's like way too obsessed with his life, dude. What's your deal, bro? And to the guys on the internet who, again, I apologize, you didn't misquote this guy. He was just a maniac.
So this guy went on. So this guy did a 4-hour conversation.
Yeah,
where he basically would lead up to an intense story and then just imply something happened.
Well, the thing is that, like,
down, said that everyone was lying and the clip channels took it out of context and that Wings was only viewing the clip channels. And now it's come out that he did say all this shit and imply it. And the clip channels were literally just taking his lies and making compilations of it.
Yeah, pretty much. That pretty much cuts it. And look, if I'm wrong about anything still, I'd love to get to the bottom of it. But I watched all the videos. I watched an hour of like the 3-part series, and then I watched 2 more videos. I watched some old clips of Blade that were really good.
So I always have that instinct of like, come on, lay up on Wings, take it easy, like stop fucking with it. Like he's had his share. And then I open this video Kyle sends me. The first like 5 clips are like, fuck Merca. Merca can go fuck himself. All Merca Durka did was show up and then steal all the money from the show that I made. That's all Merca Durka did. And it's like 5 clips back to back of like he's shooting. It's like, what's that, Merc? Fuck Merca Durka. Merca Durka can kiss my ass. He stole my money. And I'm watching that like, you know, Wings, I'm kind of one of the guys in your corner, but you're really, I didn't even steal your spot on the show, you fucking retard. I took a different guy's spot.
It was Lefty, right? Didn't you replace Lefty?
Yeah. It was Lefty.
I've been a host 7 years. 2014. I started being a host on this show, and he still thinks I took his place. Come on, man. It was 2 presidents ago.
Hold on. What if Wings is like that kid that never is always bullied in school, and then he gets to be hall monitor for one day, and just uses this tiny bit of power to just shit on everybody, because Wings gets trolled constantly. He's been trolled for years. It's honestly not even funny. Like, it's kind of sad. I feel like just leave the guy alone. Like, he's suffered enough. But then finally, a break, light at the end of the tunnel. Wings sees the ability to talk shit and troll somebody else, and just jumps on it instantly and unloads every ounce of repressed emotions and trolling into whatever, evidence or not, just gonna lash out at somebody. That's my theory.
Let me read you an Only Use Me Blade paraphrased quote. I wrote it down today that I so cogent. When you're so fat you can't get on an airplane, and simultaneously such a small man you can't get into a Skype conversation to apologize. Wings of Redemption.
Hey, Daddy. If you can't wait to enter this contest, you just want to purchase them. I do all the tricks, Poppy. Link right below. I make all the purchases, ship all over. The link's gonna be right below, Daddy. I do all the mouse pads, Daddy. Come on, I do all the tricks, Daddy. I do all the tricks, Poppy. I know you want one of these shirts.
Snow or not our show. 5% off. City Council deny that allegation.
When are they going to turn on the lights, Daddy?
Right after dark, Amy. It'll light up the whole lawn.
Will it light up the whole world, Daddy? Light up the whole world. Light up the whole world.
When actually
Daily.